Hello guys, welcome to another session. In this session we are going to discuss about type conversion. So let's jump into the Visual Studio Code to understand this topic. So we are into the Visual Studio Code. So now let's understand what actually type conversion is. But prior to understanding type conversion, I wanted to ask you one question. Can you tell me the result of this statement? Whenever we are printing this, what would be the result of it? So let's look into the output, then we will start our discussion. So here it has returned us 101 instead of 11. Why is it so? Because we are initializing 10 as a string, and whenever it is finding this plus operator, so it is concatenating this string. That's the reason it is giving us 1. So how do we come to know that whether it is a string or a number? So there is a method which we can use that is called type of. So type of, whenever you write type of, and then we need to check that what is the type of the count variable. So let's look into that. So see here, it has returned the data type of count is string. So now the next question is how we can convert it into a number. So to convert it into a number, we are going to use a method called number, and here we will specify number and then we will specify count, and this process is called type conversion. When we are converting from one type to another type, the process is called type conversion. So here we are converting a string to a number. So let's look into the output now. Save it. Let's jump into the browser. So this time you will get the expected value. Now count is incremented to 11 and it is of type number. Now let's proceed further. Now another question for you. Can you tell me the answer of this question? What is the output of this question? If I wanted to convert like this, then what would be the output? So let's look into that. So this time it has returned nan, because we are trying to perform the action on a string that is not a number, and whenever we do any kind of invalid operation which is not a number, then it will throw nan error. Now let's proceed further. This time we will call it as output, and here also we will know the type of output. Now can you tell me the answer of this question? Output equal to string 50. Can you tell me the output of this statement, the line number 4? So let's look into the output in browser. So this time it has returned the value 50, which is of type string. Why is it so? Let's understand that. This is because we told that this number 50 should be converted into a string. So here we are doing the type conversion as a string, and then we are printing the output. So after converting this 50 as a string, then it is assigning to output that is now become a string. That's the reason it is printing as a string over here. Now let's proceed further. Now we will look into another example. Now tell that let output equal to boolean, and this time we will tell that 10. Can you tell me the output? So let's look into the output now. So this time it has returned 2 and the type is boolean. Why is it so? Let's understand it. Any value apart from 0, if it is converted to boolean, then the value become true, and that's the reason it has printed true over here and the type is of boolean. Suppose if you are passing 0 over here, then it will return us false. Let's look into that. So this time it has returned false over here and the type is boolean, because we have converted 0 into boolean and 0 is become false. Now let's proceed further. Now let's look into the other example. Suppose if we are having a string value and we are converting into boolean. So can you tell me what would be the output? So let's look into that. So this time it has returned us true and the type is boolean. Why is it so? Because we have passed the string, and whenever any string is having the characters, that is returning as a 1 and 1 is become true. So that's the reason it is true. And we are having 6 character word and that is more than 0. That means any value apart from 0, it becomes true. Now suppose if you are passing the empty value, then let's look into that. What would be the output? So this time pass the empty value, delete this one, save it. Let's look into that. So this time it has returned false. Why? Because we are not having any character, so it becomes 0 and 0 is become false. So that's the reason it returned false and the type is boolean. So this is what I wanted to demonstrate you in this session. See you in the next session. Till then, bye bye, take care.